Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lab Classic Remastered. This time we take a look at the 1997 Mitsubishi FTO GPX. This is our third FTO to take on the course, our second GPX, and this one is not running race mode because, I mean, just look at this blue. This is a fantastic blue. I think it really suits the FTO because the FTO is a really good looking car. This is a really good looking colour. Admittedly, the 94 also comes in dandelion yellow, but the 94 has a weight advantage over the 97 as well, I believe. So that's why that one ran racing mod and this one is not. And that one was a very quick car. It actually sits in 117th place with a 30.352. One of the quickest front-wheel drive cars we've ever had, so it'll be interesting to see how this deals without the racing modification. Front engine, front-wheel drive, 327 horsepower, 1,076 kilos. Pretty sort of middling front-wheel drive stats, they're not too bad though. This car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi GTO LM edition, the 1997 one. That's at a time of 27.223. The FTO is unlikely to beat that. Again, FTO, we're expecting decent things from this. This one not running the racing modification. I'm expecting it to hit 30.5. I hope. I mean, there is also the possibility that the previous FTO just got a really good lap, so we shouldn't rule out that possibility. That being said, that was going to be a joke, but this does not drive. I mean, in fairness, it doesn't drive particularly well, but then again, none of the really good front-wheel drive cars have so far. You know, the Peugeot 206 is currently our quickest front-wheel drive car. That managed to break well under the under 30 barrier, 29.8, and that car was not pleasant to drive in the slightest. That was an awful car to drive, actually, in all honesty. So yeah, be interesting to see with this one. This seems to be a bit more of a better put together lap for the GPX. The GPX also doesn't have a turbo, which is interesting. 30.476, and to be fair, that last sector wasn't amazing on that. The question is, can I tame this enough to get another really cracking lap out of it? That is, I think, that might be quicker than the naturally aspirated GTOs we've had. And don't get me wrong, the GTO does weigh at least 500 kilos more than this does. But I mean, in terms of power, that has 70 horsepower more, so that has the advantage of four-wheel drive and driving very nicely, whereas this does not have any of those advantages. This is just a not very good car. But at least it looks good, which, to be fair, in GC2, does count for a fair few bits, you know. You know, this game isn't as painstakingly easy as later GTs are, but if you know what you're doing, it certainly can be. Alright, come on. It's a difficult beast to tame, this one, it really is. That was a terrible. To be fair, even if that was not an off track, that was a terrible final sector. So yeah, I lost it a bit there. There's definitely some time in that, definitely, because like I say, that last sector on that previous lap wasn't even particularly great. But yeah, that's not a bad time at all. That actually puts it into quite an interesting spot. Yeah, it's quick. It's, as was the 94 before it, it is a very quick car. It does make me wonder when the GP version R comes around, which I think actually has about 350 horsepower, how well that car's going to get on. I think that car's going to be very, very quick indeed. That might be the FTO that breaks into the under 30, to be fair. because, I mean, if any of the GRs do it, I'll be amazed. So, yeah, looking at that, probably like 0.2, maybe. You might be able to match the 94 car if you like sort of went at this over and over and over again, but I'm not too sure. That is a quick lap time though, definitely. Although you can see with sort of the complete sort of bouncing around that this car's done time-wise, it's definitely difficult to get that out of it. Anyways, a 30.476 will place this into 130th place. Goes in between two fellow Mitsubishis. It goes in between a GCO SR, that's the naturally aspirated one, and the Mitsubishi Legnum Type S. It is quicker than the Mugen Integra Type R, quicker than the Vauxhall Vectra, quicker than the 92 GCO, again naturally aspirated, quicker than a Sylvia Spec R. So yeah, you definitely shouldn't sleep on this one. It is slightly slower than the Accord, the Prelude. What else is sort of comparable to this? Audi A3, slower than that, slower than the Civic Freo. And again, about 1.5 off of the FTO 94. Again, that ran race mod though, so definitely something to consider. Yeah, good car. Definitely a good car. Quick. To drive, not so much, but to look at, and in terms of actual lap time, you can't really argue with it, can you? Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I will be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.
The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going. I'll only you got up in a wall that you are not part of. I send this letter to your father with love.